All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or wherever you may be watching from this wonderful world of ours. Welcome in to a Thursday afternoon stream with the Hound. It is closing in on the 2 o'clock hour here in Alberta, Canada. It's a little bit overcast and smoky. We're getting a lot of smoke from the fires from the West Coast, and it is a little bit smoky out here. So welcome in, everyone. Speaking of smoky and things being fire, holy smokes, did we get a lot of cards over the last 24 hours. We got treasure cards, we got clubhouse cards, we've got baseball reference cards, we got Cavacom Vic cards. If Vic ever made a set of cards, you know the number one card would be Cavacom. Collect your Cavacom card now. Speaking of which, when are we going to have affiliate cards? Hey, when are we going to get those affiliate cards? Get the old Cavacom card there. Just superimpose our faces on real life baseball players. I'm sure the Major League Baseball Player Association would have no problem with that. None whatsoever. You just got to figure out the bodies where our faces would most appropriately fit. I don't know. Where would they be? Welcome. It is September. So it is that time of year, especially up north, where we got to start thinking about snow, and we got to start thinking about shovels, and we got to start thinking about putting our hoses away because they might freeze up. So we got to make sure the hoses are not out on the lawn anymore. Got to make sure the garden and potatoes and all the other veggies are in. Yeah, it is getting to that time of year. Well, hey, that's the tough part, Devil Dog. Are we going to take one of the most handsome baseball players in history and remove his face? I don't know. You got to put me on like some sort of body that is like, ooh, there's got to be some sort of improvement, not a downgrade. Mr. Dog, Mr. Devil Dog. But yeah, just make sure I'm in some sort of powder blue uniform. I don't care if it's Kansas City, or I don't care if it's Chicago or wherever. Just put me in a powder blue. I saw that Langston card today with the real life image. Woo! Now that's a nice powder blue Expo uniform. Cubby blue? Well, maybe Cubby blue. Maybe. Yeah. In before the raid, Hulkamat, you are. Cavacom was first in today. So good to see you. Good to see you, Hulka. iDub. Now, if we had affiliate cards where we took the affiliates and we superimposed their heads on real baseball players, and we didn't tell Major League Baseball we were doing that because they probably wouldn't go for that. A-Dub said he wants to be put on Mo Vaughn. Okay, A-Dub would fit on the Mo Vaughn body. We got the raid coming in. Thank you so much. Who is it with the raid? Who's raiding over? Oh yeah. Boom. Thank you, OOTP, Out of the Park Developments, and Spore coming in with the raid. Again, so many cards coming out today. So many cards coming out in the last 48 hours. The good thing about the cards, though, is, when you have a big set like that, sometimes you got to take your time in releasing them. They've been released over the last 3 days or so. Just card after card after card. The good thing about the cards is that when we're done with them, we don't have to put them into a Rubbermaid tote and put them up in the attic for our great-great-grandkids to find them and go, oh, is this worth any money? Huh? I know all the stuff I have in the attic. I know when the great-great-great-grandkids make their way through this cobwebs and they make their way into my action figures and old sports cards, they're going to open it up, and the first thing they're going to say, is this worth any money? Check eBay. What's this Dave Steve rookie card going for? And then the rest of it's just going to be taken to the dump. I don't know if the kids in 2 generations from now will we'll still be doing the old collectibles kind of thing. Tristan McKenzie, well, that's who we would put the face of Spore on. That's a gimme. We're talking about before you got over here, which affiliate faces would go on which Major League Baseball cards. And yeah, you'd be on Tristan McKenzie. We're not going to argue that one. Good to see you guys. Welcome in. Oh, you maybe Wizzy. Maybe I could go on Jesse Chavez. Does that mean I could pitch for the Braves? Just let me go out and throw like 3 or 4 pitches before my arm fell off. My stamina would be -1. I used to be a pretty good pitcher back in the day. A little wild, little bit wild with my pitches. But man, I had a nasty fastball, and I learned how to throw the knuckleball pretty effectively. 70% of the time it would go, within the catcher's reach. But yeah, Jesse Chavez, I'd like to go pitch a few balls, earn my $2.3 thousand per pitch. Let me throw, what did I figure about? Let me throw about 25 pitches, and then I'll call it a career. That'll be it. I'd retire. So welcome in, Rick. I'm not even going to say his last name because the franchise is lurking. He's going to use him on his theme team. I'm just going to say RR. Ricky R. Brent is in the house. Good to see you, Brent. Welcome in, Brent. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we could just dream of which baseball players our faces would be on. Like I said, you don't want to take good-looking players. Like, you don't want to take Ron Guidry and put one of our faces on because, it'd be a downgrade. You have to at least upgrade the card a little bit when you put our faces on. All right, let's keep going on here. Now that the show is underway, we got packs to give away. We got early birds, and we got this beautiful card, the best looking card in the game. No, it's not Ozzie Smith. You can't tell me the best looking card in the game is the new Ozzie Smith. It's not. It's this guy right here, Dave Stieb. Like I said, we could not replace. This is like the perfect Blue Jay card. It's a card in motion. It's a card with the powder blue, and it's a card with Dave Stieb, and it's a perfect card. So it's got to be perfect. Yeah, remember 7 months ago when this was the mission topper for getting all the Series 1 live cards, getting that Dave Stieb, who probably, if you collated all the wins from every Dave Stieb in the game right now, I would bet my $2,120 per pitch that he has the most wins of any player in the game, OOTP 26. He's got it. It can't even be close to the pitcher with the most wins. In league play, I'm not talking tournaments and quick tournaments and stuff like that. In league play, he has to have the most. Well, the variant is out there, and the variant I was able to get, how much did I pay for it? Oh yeah, I paid 80,000. 80,000 perfect points because you could always quick sell it for 50,000. So Spleen, I really only paid 30K for it, which is a deal. I can't believe it. It's like walking into a restaurant and going to the smoke machine where you pull on the levers to get the smokes, and you look in the little change thing and there's like 3 quarters in there. That's like bonus. Looking through your couch cushions. Remember that? If you're old enough to remember, I don't know if kids do that today. Do kids actually go through? Because who carries change in their pockets anymore? No one. Now, if you're looking through couch cushions, you'll find Werther's from Grandpa, and you'll find maybe a credit card or 2. But you don't know the PIN, so it doesn't really work. Back in the day, remember going through every time you'd have company, your parents would have company over, and they'd sit on the shag. They'd stand on the shag carpet, and they'd sit on the that brown sofa. You'd be like, okay, can you guys leave, please? I need to look through the couch cushions. I need some arcade money. You'd always hope you get the quarters because when you went to play the pinball, you needed the quarters. They didn't take dimes and nickels, at least not my local establishment. We had smoke machines. My mom worked in a tavern, and I used to go after school to the tavern and wait for her to get off work. And they had the smoke machines, and I'd always go in and pull the levers, check the change, wait for some old guy to come and buy smokes. And maybe he'd leave the change in there and not take it out. It cost like 75 cents for a pack of smokes back then. Then with the old bubble gum machines, remember those bubble gum machines? Now they got like little toys. Used to be like bubble gum. You go and you check. And the best thing about the bubble gum machines. Now, who remembers this? You go to the bubble gum machine, you check the change first of all. And then when there's no change, you jiggle the little knob. You ever jiggle the knob, hoping that something would come out, and you look and make sure to see if there was a gumball there? Yeah. And sometimes if you just jiggled it just enough, it would shake the ball, and whichever one was in the reservoir there, that one would fall out, and you get a free bubble gum. Laptop Hound Pub Enthusiast. No, that's your team. That is your team. Let's continue on here. We've looked at Dave Steeb enough, haven't we? Well, let's go take a look at where we are in today's 5L, because we are getting very close to the finals of today's 5L. And every single day from now until October, the 5Ls are extremely important and nerve-wracking and frustrating. If you don't make the quarterfinals, it can be extremely frustrating. So I'm just waiting for the game to load up here before we take Dave off. Dave's not here. That's right. Dave's not here. Dave's gone. So we are currently, I believe, in the semifinals of today's 5L. And there's probably someone in the chat who's going to gloat, going to brag, going to give you the old woohoo, going to say, oh, it's about time. It's been a while. Let's see who that is. We have the Detroit Lions up 2-1. Pub Enthusiasts also in the chat, up 2-1. I don't know if Hammond is here, and I don't know if Morro Bay is here, a pack-only team. There we go. 4 points guaranteed to each of these teams, minimum. 4 points. They are working on a little bit more. And if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, because you're not familiar with this big tournament going on, and you hear about 5L and I got 7 points or I got 4 points. Well, every 5L from August 11th up to October 5th is qualifying going on. And every tournament, points are given out to the top 8 teams. 10 points for first place, 7 points for second, 4 points if you lose out in the semifinals, and 1 point if you lose out in the quarterfinals. And ultimately, 32 teams are going to qualify to play in a final one tournament showdown. Not 64 teams, it'll be 32 that get that PTCS type of link for a perfect draft. And in that perfect draft, all the standings are being updated every Monday on the competitive OOTP website. So you can check out the new standings every Monday. However, if you can't wait, I've got them all updated right here, right up until today. Those standings are up to the minute, not including today's. When the championships are held, Monday, October the 13th, perfect draft will have been done. You'll have a few days to get that done because there's a week between the end of qualifying and the actual tournament. Teams will be seeded by ranking. So the top team, Benario right now, will play the number 32 team as Redani right now, I believe, and so on. So teams are going to be ranked, and there will be prizes. There'll be a 1-of-1 card. given out to the winner, plus a physical trophy. That's right. You are going to receive your own little 5L physical trophy if you finish in first place. So we are on a break. When we come back, more things to get done, including the early bird giveaway and the bounties coming up after the break. Be back in a bit. All right, welcome back after the break. We are back. How are all these cards that are rewards for the 5L tournament getting leaked? How do you know it's a 101, Dave Steeb? No, sorry, A-Dub. It's not a 101. It is not a 101, Dave Steeb. There will be no leakage of the cards until the right time. We will not know the names and the ratings until much later because, you know, power creep. We can't give you the cards now and the ratings because 5 weeks down the road, they might not be playable cards. So we want to wait until, you know, a week or two before giving you guys that information. Who is the cool shout out today? Someone give me the cool shout out, exclamation enter, exclamation, or not exclamation enter, exclamation cool. Who is our cool affiliate of the stream? They're all cool, but who is the coolest? It is Edwan. Edwan at _ Edwan. This guy is a tournament genius. This guy does very well. I always see his name near the top of the PTCS qualifying. every week. He seems to get Clubhouse Shop stars. So Ed Juan, one of the newer affiliates to Out of the Park Baseball, go check him out. Click on that link there. Go give Ed Juan a follow. And of course, all the other amazing affiliates as well. Go Ed Juan. We got a cheerleader. Go, go, go Ed Juan. Go, go, go. All right, we are going to do our early bird draw. Consider it a mid-bird draw. So I'm going to put out the Google form. You'll have a chance to win 5 packs. You got to be here when we draw in about an hour time. Got a little late start today, so we're going to make the draw in about an hour time. Jay Kirk was the first in. Mr. Devil Dog is in. Chalupa is in. VR and Dollar. VR beat me today in round 3 of the 5L, preventing me from getting that one delicious point. VR Mind. Every point means so much now in that 5L tournament. So again, we are in the semifinals. Once we get to the finals, we're going to do a 10-pack giveaway where you have to predict the winner. So if anyone has their eye on the 5L, let me know when we get within kind of a game so we can pop back in a game of the finals. Don't forget, OOTP Go. Every stream, I seem to come across a new player, someone that bought the game on sale last week or the week before, someone that's new to Perfect Team, someone that's trying it out for the first time. And one of the best piece of advices you can get is spend the $9.99 and get OOTP on the go, because it gives you in-game, it gives you notifications. Look at that. Look at that. In-game, there's a notification. Laptop Pound, you were eliminated from the Iron Quick. I always get the elimination ones. I never get congratulations, you won with, confetti going off. I never seem to get those ones. But yes, OOTP Go, $9.99. You can enter tournaments, you can open packs, you can check out your perfect team, your league team, make substitutions, all that stuff that you can do on the desktop. You can do on your phone. So you don't have to be at home to navigate the game. You can do it right on your phone, at the airport, at the bus station, at the train station, at work when your boss is not looking, or in other undesirable locations we will not mention. I do not judge your lifestyle and what you may do. Welcome in to the Laptop Hound stream. Bounty time. Bounty time. You're going to be able to defeat me and win 5 packs. We will find out. We always do a bronze traditional bounty. It's at 6 out of 16, so we got a little bit of time to wait on that one. We'll come back to that one at a later time. Yeah, you can use it at Applebee's. You got to ask them for their Wi-Fi, though. And Applebee Hound is pretty stingy giving out the Wi-Fi to Applebee's. I think if you buy an appetizer, the Wi-Fi is free. I don't know. Applebee Hound can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Appetizers and Wi-Fi on the menu. We do not have a perfect draft at 0. Now, is there a perfect draft that is about to refire off here? How many perfect drafts usually run in here? Quicks. Because there's 6 right here. Is there one kind of about to restart? I don't know. I have no clue. We might have to go with non-live double. All right, non-live double. A-Dub, put this in, please. Non-live double must draft baseball reference cards. If none, must draft lowest overall on the screen. And must draft kitty. Got that? That is non-live double ID 7. Non-live double ID 7. Must draft baseball reference cards. If no baseball reference cards in that round, then you have to draft the lowest overall card on the screen or cards on the screen. So your 70s, your 60s, 40s. And if Kitty B, your bronze Kitty B is there, you have to take them. Again, Scout's honor. Oh, Applebee Hound's in the house. What's Apple say? OOTP players never have to do anything for Wi-Fi, especially if they give the code loud. Oh, there you go. Is that with a capital L or a small L? So next time you're at Applebee's, please, 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 when they seat you at your table, take out your device and just say, I'm supposed to give you the code laptop hound with a capital L, and just see what their reaction is. And then take a picture. Take a picture as soon as you say that. I want you guys to post on my Discord all the reactions from your servers at Applebee's when you say that. Oh yes, yes. The code for the code is laptop hound, capital L. Snap. See if they give you free Wi-Fi. We are full. 16 out of 16. Okay, let's draft. Yeah, the Go version might be different. I don't know. I don't know if that is different in the Go version. $9.99. OOTP Go. Get in-game notifications. $7.28, I guess, in the Go version. We're full now, by the way. All right, let me know who some of the baseball reference cards that you got. Remember, you have to take the lowest overall. I cannot take Vida Blue or Eric, unfortunately. I've got 3 to choose from. Cool Papa, I guess, and Chuck. Nobody better have a 102 on their team, otherwise you're going to be disqualified. You can't tell me you had 6 102 options. You better have hundreds. Lowest overall is going to be a 90 and a 92. Can't take Tim Raines. Can't take Lou Whitaker. So I got to take Danny Jackson and Kurt L. Did I ignore the lowest overall? No, I shouldn't have. I got the lowest overall. I have no one lower than this. Oh, we have to take a baseball reference card. Oh, we do. That's the first time I've messed up. If you believe, I've got many witnesses. I never mess up. I'm going to blame A-Dub on that one. Larry Doyle. I will bench. What round was that? Was that a diamond round? I will bench one of those players. Rewind the VOD. Who are the 2 players I took? I will bench the higher rated player that I took that round. I think that's fair. Mike, now quiet. Did I mess up on the perfect round? Oh, I might have, because I'm looking for the red and white. That always messes me up on the perfect cards, is they're not the red and white, they're that gold and brown. Oops. Yes, if there's no baseball reference, then it's got to be the lowest overall. And if there's a tie, then it's your choice. Okay. So I will bench Chuck Klein and Kurt. I'm going to bench them now. If I messed up twice, I apologize. You're going to have a much easier bounty. Okay, Dale Alexander. 82. Dan or Sean? And let's go with Sean Berry. Pete O'Brien. And either Louie or Bob. We better take pictures. You absolutely win if you have Kitty. Way to go. Kitty will be in the bronze round. Okay, I got to take Heine and Bing. '70s, Eric King and Brendan Ryan or Bieger. Yeah, take Ryan. All right, we're two baseball reference. See, I saw him. I got him. Two more. Look how easy that is. I'm not even going to look at the other names and get frustrated. Do we have a Kitty here? We don't have a Kitty. So Solarte and Ted. Thank you, Psycho. Thank you for holding me accountable. Greg Maddox. See, Psycho, I've learned my lesson. Please tell my wife. And I got my second catcher, 60 overall. Woohoo! All right, last round. Any Iron Baseball reference? Oh, great. Just as I was woohooing about getting my second catcher, I gotta take this guy, Mike. At least it's not a Dodger. Rabu, Jason, Herbie, and Ollie. All right, Psycho. Oh, I only take two, so I got to take one of the 40s. Do I need a pitcher? Oh my goodness, I got 5 pitchers. All right. Well, I might have to bench one of my different diamonds. I got enough. I got 5, 6, I got 8. Ooh, I thought I was going to be short on pitchers. Woo! I got 8. So that means I'm going to have to sweep you guys. This is ugly. Well, it's going to be a very short perfect draft bounty. Who came up with this stupid idea? I would have an extra pitcher if I drafted the right players. Okay, so I got to draft one, take off one of my perfects. I'm going to keep Cool Papa because he can pitch. Cool Papa. It's a game strategy. 2-way. Okay, good. And then my diamond round, I can't remember. Who did I pass up on in my diamond round? Did I actually pass up on a guy in a diamond round? Or was it just the perfect one? Be honest. Don't make me bench a guy if I don't have to. Please tell the truth. Which diamond guy did I take instead of baseball reference? Someone's got to go back and watch the video. Watch the first 3 rounds. Otherwise, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep the second player on. If I passed up on Presley, it's because he was a different colored card than I was looking for. Second round pick avoided a BRR. Yeah, I did go through it so fast. Okay. I know one of my my viewers here will let me know, did I pass up on 2 or did I pass up on 1? because I want to make sure I bench the right appropriate card. I want to bench the card that I took instead of the baseball reference. I will wait for someone to check that because we still got lots of time before this tournament fires off. We still got like 15 minutes. So I need someone to watch the first 3 rounds on the VOD. Okay, so I'm going to bench Klein for now. So I think Presley's a perfect. And that gives me 8 pitchers. We'll pop a number 3. Way to go, Brent. You got the JD variant. Oh, Thursday with the Hound is always a bountiful pack pulling game. So I might not have to bench my perfect card then. I might have to bench a diamond card. Okay, from what I'm seeing around the chat is it was my diamond round I messed up on. So Chuck Klein gets to come back and we'll put my highest diamond. I guess that's fair. Which gives me 7 pitchers. Perfect is 100%. Okay, perfect is 100%. Let's go back. Chuck Klein back. Diamond, we're not sure about. All right, well, it's a good thing we're on a break anyway. I will go watch the VOD. And after the break, I will let you know where I messed up. All right, be back in a couple minutes' time. As requested by Psycho Duck, here is a salute to the Canadian Mounted Police. Get ready, Cub fan Steve. RCM.
How was your day, sweetheart?
It was fine, but my neck is a bit sore.
Mine too. Do you think it's our mattress?
No, I'm quite certain it's the human beings sitting on our backs.
RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We wake up in the morning and we comb our hair, put on our Mountie underwear, protect the country at any stake, playing with horses on every lunch break.
Hey, Buttercup! Come play, Buttercup!
Canadian pride we represent. We usually wear gray, but you know it's the best when we wear red jackets and fancy hats. Watch us bust and move in our Mountie pants.
Go, Daryl! You've got soul, Daryl! Go, Daryl! Go Daryl! Go, Daryl, go!
RCMP, heroes on horseback from sea to sea. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
In all of North America, they're the largest force that cares for ya.
RCMP, we're the Mounties! Like the police, but for the whole nation. Protect the PM in every situation. We're the fighters of federal crimes, like people producing fake dollars and dimes.
Hey, Bill! That looks like a fake bill!
In certain regions where the local cops protect the streets and make the crime stop. For others, we guard their highways the best, enforcing safety in our flashy vests. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We're the mounted Mounties and we draw the line on dangerous stuff from other countries to mine. Protect the nation from all around and keep the borders safe and sound.
Good night, border. Sleep tight, border.
RCMP, heroes on horseback from sea to sea. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
In 1920, they became the crime fighters that saved the day.
RCMP, we're the Mounties.
Our fancy coat is called a surge. It's fresh and fierce and gives us courage. Our baggy pants aren't possible, but they make sitting like this possible.
Look
Look at me, I'm on a horse's back. Our steeds are trained and they're always black. They're usually just for ceremonies, cause a car is faster than your average pony. So come on horses, it's giddy up time. We're taking you out for the musical ride. It's the yearly time when we tour the land, and even the horses learn how to dance.
Oh, Canada.
RCMP, heroes on horseback from sea to sea. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Those Dudley rights do no wrong. Come on now, horses, move along.
RCMP, we're the Mounties.
So, definitely not the mattress.
All right, we are back just as the bounty is about to start. I went and I reviewed the tape, and I know which players I have to bench now. So I'm going to have to back out of the game because it won't save anything anyway. We're going to go back into the game. So I missed Presley in the first round and Jones in the second round. So I missed back-to-back B ref cards, both pitchers, which I could desperately use. So I got to bench one of my perfect cards. It's going to be Chuck Klein. And then we're going to bench the highest diamond I took in that round. So I took a 90 and I took a 92. I think it's a Clubhouse Shop one that I have to bench. So we'll be good. We'll be legit. I could have used Presley and that other pitcher, but that's okay. We'll play honestly here. So I already benched Klein. We got to bench Abreu. So this was the highest diamond. I took that round instead of the pitcher. So Abreu comes out. We'll save it. We got our 8 pitchers. Make my new lineups. Cool Papa, you can lead off. And you know what, Cool Papa? Let's let you steal and run. Run, Cool Papa, run. There you go. Don't forget, exclamation enter, exclamation ticket to get in on the early bird draw. 5 packs that we're going to give away. And please, please enter. You got to be here when we make the draw in about an hour's time. We're going to make the draw at, I guess it'd be 5:30 Eastern. So 1 hour from now, we'll make that draw. Let's see if we have a bronze bounty ready to go. 5 out of 16. So yeah, we missed out on that one. And the game is going to crash, I bet you. Are you going to crash, game? Yeah, you are going to crash. So please let me know when you see a new bronze traditional tournament quick fire up, and we will try to spam it. Just got to reload the game. And again, we'll go check in on the 5L because we do have a 10-pack giveaway if you're able to predict the winner of the 5L. So I want to go and see if we are close to knowing who our finalists are. Yeah, the pack should have went out for bingo. Let me just check if I got the message that they were sent out. That was on Tuesday. So bingo winners on Tuesday were Old Delano, 45, and Tattoo. Let me check if I got the message that they were sent on Tuesday. Yeah, I got the message that they were sent. So if you received packs from me on Tuesday, they should have gone through. Usually I update it on the Discord when they're delivered. I didn't do that yet. They usually go out within 48 hours. If for some reason you didn't get them, and you should have, just send me a DM. Don't put it in the chat here because I'll forget about it. If you send me a DM, I can check. If they were delivered, they'll do a double check on it. But they should have went out for our Tuesday bingo winners. Okay, let's go back. All right, the game is reloaded. Any other big polls in your packs today, folks? Brent got a variant, perfect variant. Who else gets to brag? I will open a few packs later just to see if we get anything. You forgot to draft any catchers. Well, hopefully it wasn't the 5L, Mr. Devil Dog. Because I believe you are in the top 32. In the top 32, in the little banner scrolling across the bottom there, you can find out if you are currently in the top 32. They only update the standings every Monday, but I manually keep track as well. And every once in a while, I put the little ticker down below showing you all the different stats. Yeah, 1 point is 1 point. Man, you dream of getting to that 1 point round. Because it is going to come down to 1 or 2 points whether you qualify or not. So I got taken out by VR Mind after beating Ducci in round 2 and the Gremlins in round 1. We are currently in the semifinals. Oh, we're in the finals. Oh, okay. Well, let's put this, let's get the Google form out here for 10 packs. That was a quick semifinals. Let me get the right team names here. We've got Detroit Lions and the Pub Enthusiasts. Okay, we still got like 8 minutes, so we're good. That was a quick semifinals. That must have been at least a sweep. Okay, one more time. I got to find the Google form. Did not expect those finals to come so quickly. Detroit Lions and Pub Enthusiasts. Spore versus Chalupa. So I'm going to put the form out now. However, I'm going to show you both teams. So you may want to wait. I'll give you some warning before I close the Google form off. So I suggest you don't fill it out yet. It won't take you long. It'll only take you about a minute. But if you just want to take wild guesses, then go ahead. Be my guest. But we are going to go through and show you what our 2 finalist teams look like. There we go. So let's start with the Pub Enthusiast. Chalupa Pants. Sheboygan. Both teams, I believe Sheboygan is in the top 32. I think Spore just fell out of the top 32 after placing in the semifinals on day 1 and 2. Spore has not got a point since, but he will get at least 7 points today. Sheboygan has Mark Pryor, 5-3, Bob Carruthers, 5-5, and Ray Caldwell having a good tournament. He is 7-3. In the bullpen, they got Guadardo, they got Daub, they got Vandermeer, R.A., and Mark Clark. What is Spore running today? The Lions. They've got Dennis Martinez, a stalwart in the 5L. He is 7-3. Jeremy Hellickson from Tampa Bay, 3-2. And Charlie Case is 4-2. In the bullpen, they got the stopper Carl Edwards, Dick Hall, John Boozer, Tony Pierce, and Murray Wall. We go and look at the hitting. Let's start with Detroit this time. They got the catchers Nola and LaDuca, first baseman Santana and Sisler, Molitor Sampson at second, Eddie Grant, Chipper Jones, and Mike Lansing at third. Their silver choice was Juan Segura. He's hitting .304. Great choice there. And in the outfield, they got Buttercup Johnny Hop, Norris Hopper, Kenny Lofton, Denny Walling, and Chicken Wolf. I don't know if you could have a much more competent set of outfielders for the 5L. All of those guys are really, really good in the 5L format. Let's go take a look at Sheboygan. Catching, they got Dan Wilson and LaDuca, so both players have LaDuca. They got Hildebrandt and Johnny Noon at first, along with Brett Wallace and Danny Walling. So they both have Denny Walling, both on the bench. Darwin Barney at second with Lopez O'Connell and Joe P. Third base, Blue Jay Garth Orge. Shortstop, Tim Anderson and Emilio B. And in the outfield, Canadian Jason Bay, Harlan Poole, Kenny Lofton, Ichiro, and Ron Renicky. So those are the two lineups. You've got about 3 minutes to fill that out. Let's take a look at the path to the finals for both teams, Sheboygan and Detroit. Sheboygan beat our good friend AW in round number 1 by a 4-2 score. In round 2, it was Sheboygan over the Bullwinkle Moose, 4-2. In the third round, Sheboygan would, where are they? They would take out the Shikori Makadkar, 4-2. So 3 series in a row that went to 6 games. In the quarterfinals, a 7-game series against VR Mind, the team that took me out, winning game 7 for Sheboygan. In the semifinals, it was 4-2 over the Hammond Hammers. So a lot of 6-game series. Let's go check out how Paul got to the finals here. Detroit, where are those Lions? 7-game series against BD Cable and the Ankle Biters. His Silver Segura was player of the round. In round number 2, it would be a 7-game series over Arthur's. Back-to-back 7-game series. Mike Lansing, player of the round. In round 3, Detroit would go 7 again, this time against T. Davis and the Billy Goats. Buttercup Dickerson, player of the game, player of the round. In the quarterfinals, a little easier for Detroit. They only go 6 games. Over Santa Clarita, Michael, OCP, Danny Santana, player of the round. In the semifinals, they go 7 again. This time against Morro Bay, including some extra innings, it looks like. 5-3 victory in game number 7. So they go 7, 7, 7, 6, and 7, almost playing the max amount of games. All right, we're going to go close off that Google form. If you're filling it out, it's posted in the chat there. If you just are noticing it now, fill it out extremely quickly. 10 packs go to the winner. We may need to go to a tiebreaker. Will it be the Detroit Lions? Will it be the Pub Enthusiasts? Will it go 5 games, 6 games, 7, 8, 9? Tiebreaker, how many runs total in the final game played without going over? And if we need a second tiebreaker, how many total runs in the entire series by both teams without going over? Take a look at where both of these teams stand on the competitive standings. Sheboygan currently 25th place right now. They're going to get at least 7 points, moving them up to at least 18. So that's going to move them into that number 9-10 range. And Sporer is in desperate need of points. This was as of Monday. Sporer had 9 points. He's guaranteed at least 7. So that'll get him at least 16, which will put him into that mid-range for qualifying. So lots of points here for both teams to help them move back into or even further up the top 32 qualifying. Okay, we're going to close it off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a few seconds for the delay. Nice dollar. Is it the silver one or the perfect one? Probably the silver, right? Another good 5L card, or yeah, 5L card. Okay, it is closed. 17 entries. 65% are going with Spore, and 6 people going with Chalupa. How many games? It looks like we've got 7 games being the majority. Tiebreaker, runs in the final game, we've got 3 all the way up to 9. And total runs, we have anything from 19 up to 68. Wow. That is a lot of runs. Okay, let me create the sheet now. So a little bit more love for Spore's team. He might be destined because he's gone the max in all but one of his series. Okay. Who did Sheboygan get for their silver? Emilio. Yeah, again, this is, again, a really good 5L shape. If you're looking for the cards that are going to compete well in this tournament, it is 1908. It is dead ball. So I always look for Babbitt, gap power, speed, and then kind of eye. Those are the 4 things I look for the most. I don't really care about defense. There are so many errors in 1908. We get like 5, 6 errors sometimes a game by some teams. So I look for Babbitt, gap power, speed, and then some eye. Eye is probably the least important of the 4 because we see Kitty, right? Kitty, how many kitties are there? Like Kitty tends to do really well, and he's got an eye of 48. So this is for Smiley Face's team, and Kitty hit 282. Even had a walk. So Kitty's got, if he had a little more speed, I'd like him even more. But he tends to get a lot of doubles, a lot of triples. And we had a lot of people. Look at all the Kitty love. Oh, we got to celebrate all these teams taking Kitty. Including, did we get any of our semifinalists? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like any Kitty went to the finals. We had Hammond, their Kitty, went to the semifinals. 2-round MVP for Hammond Hammers, round 2 MVP, and round 3 MVP. And that's without a lot of eye. He hit 367, 18 hits, 8 runs. I do have to do it, Ezra. We like to point out some of the high-end cards in the game for the new people, Ezra. Come on, do it for the new people. Admit that Kitty is a good 5L card. Not the best, not the top, not the meta first baseman necessarily, but consistently, Kitty seemed to do pretty well in the 5L. I would not recommend him for the 6L. Maybe if you want a good Babbitt guy for the 6L, but for the 5L, how can you argue with this performance here? In every tournament, we find at least one Kitty that does really well. Usually mini Kitties. Okay, Ezra, even a top 5 team like Atlanta Ground Bones takes Kitty. You know Kitty's pretty good when you have Fenario, who's leading the standings right now, drafted Kitty. Okay, so that is done. Let's see if we have a bronze bounty. We'll check in on that from time to time. Bronze, 9 out of 16. So hopefully we'll be able to time it so we can get a bronze bounty going. Let's go check on the perfect draft bounty, because Lord knows I'm not going to last long in that one, in that bounty, because I only have 7 pitchers, maybe 8 with Cool Papa Bell. All right, game. So I've seen only a couple good polls. I've seen the silver Cristobal that was pulled, and I also saw Brent pull a variant perfect card. JD was pulled. All right, Dollar. The Dragonflies are the first to get an opportunity to knock me out of the tournament, winning game 1 of the perfect draft bounty by a 3-0 score. Yeah, my player is benched. Go. So let's take a look at Dollar's team. Wow, they got some baseball reference cards. They've got Owen Wilson. They've got Nick Castellanos. They've got Rudy York. They've got Trey Turner. They've got Dick R. Hank Wise, good 5L pitcher. So yeah, they're loaded. They don't have any 102s. Oof. Terry was your lowest guy. You had a round. I guess if you're taking 2, you must have had like a couple 102s, a couple 101s, maybe 3 101s. I could see that. I could see being forced to take a 101. The Bees, Brew Dogs, Cava Challengers, Cav 2, must be Cavacom, DiMaggio and Sandberg, Central Kentucky Pirates, Satchel Paige and Cal, Dollar, Tyler O'Neill, and Corey Patterson. Fair Oaks, this team won't qualify. Yeah, so this is the first team that does not get the bounty. There's no way they had to take Mickey Mantle and CC Sabathia. I'm calling they weren't in chat. Global Superstars, Carew and Lincecum, Wizzy, Presley, and Ashburn, Bagwell and Patterson, Cespedes and Snodgrass. Ooh, the new Snodgrass in the game. The Punters, Presley and Snodgrass as well. Fred's getting a lot of play today. Santa Clarita, Bruthers and Hamaker. Whoppers, Rigetti and Sandberg. And then VR Mind, the new Ty Cobb. Oh, great option there. I'm glad I did not get him, because I probably would have passed on him, not realizing he was a baseball reference. And that would have been sad. All right, well, we do have a Ty Cobb and a few Snodgrasses. So just the one team that I'm going to call not qualifying, and that is the Fair Oak Hodlers. In round 1, we got the Whoppers and VR Mind. We got the Skyliners and Pirates. Dragonflies up against myself. Brew Dogs and the Punters. Superstars, Chameleons. Bees and Ducks. Cava against the Sharks. And the Doyers up against the non-compliant Hodlers. Thank you, A-Dub. Let's hop over to Bronze. Looks like we have a new one starting pretty quickly here. Same thing. Use your Bronze rosters, knock me out of the tournament, and you will get 5 packs. This one, I believe I'll go a little further on. Bronze Live, if you play Bronze Live, that is filling up. There's only 10 more openings there. And today's 6L is probably full. Yep. And the 5L, forgot to enter. No. No. And it is full. All right. Well, the Rocky Mountain Gladiators will not be getting any more points. Did I get in with my... Please tell me I got in with my friggin' rights. Ooh, good. I'm in with friggin' rights. Good. As long as I'm in with that team, because then I can export the file to get all the stats. And good. So I got in with that. So Rocky Mountain Gladiators will not get a point tomorrow. Way to fill it up, you guys. All right, bronze ID 9856. Almost didn't get in that one either. We got the Rhinos. We got Makadkar. We got the War Eagles, which I believe is Ryan Antoine. We got Jay Sayer. We got the Cub Sox. We got the Geeks, the Whirlwinds. Oops. Geeks or Whirlwinds. You have to take one of those teams out. Can't have two by the same manager. Hurry. We're on a break. When we come back, it is Bronze Bounty time.
Hey,
right, so we are back. We are back. We are back. We've got a bronze bounty going. We got the 5L finals going. We've got the perfect draft quick going. We got a lot of tournaments going on. And again, 25 packs to give out. The only one you can enter in now that's still active is the early bird giveaway. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. If you have not entered that one, we're going to make the draw at the bottom of the hour. You need to be here to win. So make sure you're here at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, as I will draw the name at that point. Okay, let's go and check out the bronze. Who is my first round opposition? We'll talk PTCS a little bit later. We'll look at some of the cards that came out over the last couple of days. Give you my 5L, 6L perspective on where they might fit. A lot of new meta cards coming out for the lower levels. And yes, Psycho Duck, we will do the Tim's run. Had to do the eye on the prize with the Detroit Lions in the 5L final. And if you missed TWIPT today and you're looking for your drops from the main channel, go check that out tonight. They will have a replay, usually around 8 p.m. Eastern is when DishNet fires that up. Okay, so I have to find out if these people are here. We got the Renegades and Whirlwinds. We got the Polar Bears and Makadkar. We got the Rhinos and VR Mine, and then the Rascals and Dollar. On the bounty side of the bracket, the first teams that will have the best chance of getting those 5 packs, we have Dylan going up against A-Dub. We've got the War Eagles going up against Jay Sayer. The Beers going up against the Cub Sox. And I'm not familiar. Starry Wisdom Nye. That's the only team here I do not know. And the Polar Bears. Anchorage, are you here? And is Starry Wisdom here? They might be random entrants, in which case they don't qualify for the bounty. Are you here? Starry Wisdom. Why is it? I swear OOTP does that on purpose. Let Lap play the teams that are not in his chat. Most of the time I beat them, but it's never fun. We need to swarm it a little quicker. And also Chicago Cub Sox, are you here? I think you're in both bounties, so I would assume you're here. I think I saw you in the perfect draft bounty. So we may have 2 teams. We may have the Wisdom Nye, and we may have the Polar Bears that don't qualify. Let me change these around a little bit. Because I've got a new variant, I think. I think I won the auction on them. Is he here? Where is he? Dizzy Dismukes. You are level 5, so I'm going to put you in. Let's take out, I got to take out a variant if I put him in. So let's take out Hunley variant. And let's put in Dizzy. And then we got to take out a pitcher, Wayne Simpson. And put in the Hunley non-variant. If I own them. Maybe I don't. I got 8 minutes. I got lots of time. Hunley, where were you? What's your overall, Mr. Hunley? You were 68. Non-live batters. Hide active cards. What is going on here? Non-live. Overall. Got too many cards because they're not letting me scroll. Hunley, are you here? I don't own the other Hunley. So let's just throw in Silver Flint. I'll fix that later. Silver Flint, you can go in. DH. Against the righties. Sure. I'll put you in there. Actually, I'll put Brian LaHare in DH. Now, Silver, you got to back up. Carlos, there you go. There you go. A little bit of quick management changing. Now I got to put my pitchers in. Dizzy. Let's go like that. Bennis will put you as a stopper. Vandermeer, you can go middle relief now. Okay, let's see how that works out. And the team I am facing, not in chat, Starry Wisdom. Kenny, Naughton, Miller, and Young. I should beat this team. Nothing against Starry Wisdom, but this is not a team that should go far in this tournament. Let's check out this here. They got some pretty good hitters. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. I think I have a team that should easily get on to round 2. As you guys are pulling packs. Just give me 1 second here. Come on, come on. Okay, let's go back and see if I'm down 2 games to $1 in the perfect draft. So did anyone buy any of the Clubhouse Shop cards today? Let us know. I always like to know when new cards come out on the Clubhouse Shop, what you guys are buying. Well, $1 wins game number 3 by a 6-5 score. So I am just surprised I won a game. What was the score in the game I won? 6-4. Okay, that's a victory. I've got 1 pitcher that's rested, and that's my starter, Eric King. Papa Bell did not have a great outing as a pitcher. And $, how are you on pitchers? Oh, $. How did you get so many pitchers? Going up against Hank Wise. You bought a Cobb, Devil Dog? You think the Cobbs, did you buy them because of the shape of the card? I'm so conflicted. I got so many points and so many Clubhouse stars. I don't know which direction to go. I was waiting to see if there'd be an Oscar variant today. I think I'm going to save up for the Oscar variant. I think. I'm not in any high level PTCS. I'm in the iron and bronze. So I might pick up maybe an iron or bronze meta card that qualifies for the PTCS. It looks like there's a couple that do qualify. Again, exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. In about 20 minutes, we're going to make the draw for 5 packs, courtesy of Out of the Park Baseball. Got to be here to win. So if you enter, make sure you come back or stick around till at least the bottom of the hour. Check in on the 5L. You have 1,855 stars and you don't know what to buy. Gold was light today. Yeah, that's the thing is you get so many stars and you just like, I'll wait till the next best card. I'll wait till the next best card. I want the Oscar, but I think Oscar variant's going to come out next time or very soon. So I don't want to buy the regular Oscar and then for 100 more stars, I could have got the variant. So I might pick up maybe some of the new bronze ones that came out. Where are we right now? We are currently in the finals, and it is the Detroit Lions taking it to Sheboygan. A little bit too much alcohol in the bats of Sheboygan, the pub enthusiasts. Well, I don't know, A-Dub. You give the final call on this one. Detroit Lions scored 7 runs in the top of the ninth. I think that's fair. I'm going to override you. I think that's fair. It is the finals. It is game 1, and they were down 3-2. So I think it's fair. Yeah, it was to come back. Yeah. No red binder for Spore yet. Johnny Hopp was the player of the game for round 1. Wow, a reliever being 5-0. This is impressive. Usually you don't see relievers that are 5-0. Dick Hall having quite the day for the Detroit Lions. Carruthers takes the loss. The two-way pitcher is 1 for 3 with 2 runs. So he had a good day at the plate, not so much on the mound. Game number 2 is an 8-3 victory. Spore, his 9th inning heroics again, getting 4 runs in the 9th. Charlie Case is your winning pitcher. 5-2 on the day in the tournament. And Ray Caldwell takes a loss. He is now 7-4 for Sheboygan. Juan Segura, your player of the game, is hitting .309 in the tournaments, and he went 3 for 4 in game number 2, it looks like. Game 3, 8-0 for the Detroit Lions as they score 5 in the 5th. They keep things respectable by only scoring 5. Martinez with the win, Mark Pryor with the loss. And Mr. Martinez now is 8-3. And he is your player of the game. Buttercup, Buttercup, hitting .336. He hit 3 for 4. He's on a 5-game hit streak for the Detroit Lions. Again, awesome. Again, almost a perfect shape for a 5L card. Swap the Avoid K and the BABIP, and I would say perfect shape. Good enough eye, great gap power. Yeah, swap the Avoid K with the BABIP, and that's what I look for the most in a 5L card. Really good speed. Defense, who cares? He's got 4 errors at third base. Maybe you don't want to play him at third, but he's doing fine in the outfield positions. All right, we're about to go to game number 4. Let's just check in a bit and see if the sweep is still a possibility. Well, it looks like I think we have our first bounty winner, as I don't see it on my screen anymore. Dollar may have won 5 packs after a few chances at losing the bounty. Where is that one now? There it is. Oh, no, it's still got a few seconds to go. This wasn't showing on my screen because I was entered in so many already. Does not show on your main screen all the tournaments you're still alive in. Shows most of them. Yeah. Was it you that yeah, it was you, right? That last time we played a bounty, you were up 2-0. And then I scored like 8 runs in the 9th inning one game in game 3 and came back to win the series. All right, we'll find out very shortly. The sim is about to come in. Will we award our first 5 packs to $? Was Psycho Duck and myself a little premature in calling it? Will we be going to a game 5? I highly doubt it with my shortage of pitching. And I guess my team chemistry isn't that great either. Keep forgetting, I never look at team chemistry. That's why in the 5L and 6L, I had them turn chemistry off. I don't want you guys worried about chemistry. Just worry about trying to pick the best cards. So there's no chemistry in the 5L, 6L. No variance, no chemistry. Pretty simple. Go with what you think the best cards are. Okay, here we go. Look at all these new cards here. Look at all of them. Like, geez, that's a ton. I don't know if Spore did a count on those, but he must be close to 80 again this week. All right, congratulations. Well, $, it wasn't that easy. It should have been a little easier for you. I have to admit that I'm pretty impressed that I kept it as competitive as I did. 9-8 victory, a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth. Again, I had only one rested pitcher, and he only pitched 3 innings. So I'm pretty shocked that I was able to go to the bottom of the ninth tied with completely wasted pitching. Look at this. 2%, 4%, 0%, 5%. I'm glad because I'm glad I lost to you because I would have got annihilated in round 2. I would have played the Brewdogs and Arthur's would have just killed me. So congratulations, $. You are the first winner. I think it was a lowercase d, right? Let me just double check here. Yeah, lowercase d. So everyone is playing for the in-game packs now. We've got the Whoppers going up against the Pirates, Dragonflies against the Brewdogs, the non-compliant Hodlers facing either the Sharks and Challengers, and then Ducks, Bees, Chameleons, and Superstars go into a game 5. All right, when we come back after the break, an OOTP announcement. That's right. Something hot off the press from OOTP. What is it? We'll find out in about 3 minutes' time.
Don't wanna waste time. I'll never be this young. I'll never be this young again. Don't wanna chase highs when I'm too worn out. When I'm too worn out. So I'm never coming down. Never coming down. Never coming down again. I was born to be this high. Born to be this high. Born to be this high, my friend. Won't you come up here to my altitude? To my altitude. Yeah, you. 'Cause I always liked you. I wanna share this view. I wanna share this view with you. We're never coming down. Never coming down. Never coming down again. We were born
right, so we are back, and somewhere Cavacom is dancing to that song. Cavacom always requests me to play that song. Psycho, we will get to the Tim's Run and next break. I had to do some things behind the scenes there to get ready for the announcement. So again, congratulations to Dollar winning the 5-pack bounty. So we still have the bronze bounty. I want to peek in on that one very quickly just to see if we have a winner there. I was playing a team that I don't believe is in the chat, so they will not qualify. Packs are only going to be awarded to people that are here. And in 10 minutes, we're going to do the early bird draw, exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. If you're just tuning in, put that command into the chat and you will be entered. So lots of things going on right now. And just imagine how Sporer must be living his life the last few weeks, cards after cards after cards, so many things coming into the game. Just so crazy. And game one does go to Rocky Mountain. So again, we will keep an eye on that one. Okay. You want to check if Spore has won the 5L yet. What am I looking for? Geez, my mouse gets stuck. It's the wrong one. Okay, let's do the announcement first because that is a little bit more time sensitive. Big shout out to Rich Grisham. Rich Grisham, the top dog at OOTP. Of course, he is I don't know what his official title is, president, chairman, captain. I like to say captain. He's the captain of the team here at OOTP. And man, this guy is, if only we could get a reality TV show showing what Rich Grisham does to keep this game going. The meetings he has, the discussions, late night discussions for him with Korea, the licenses that he acquires with real life images of players so we can see them on the cards, whether it's Ozzie Smith or Dave Parker or Clemente or Jackie, or of course, Dave Steed. And every Thursday, almost, he also comes out and posts the latest spot pack. So coming off his successful tour of Los Angeles here at the award show, we've got a new SL pack, number 19. If it's not in the shop yet, it'll be there shortly. You're guaranteed at least a gold card A-dub from the September standouts, Immortal Season 3, 2000s Week, or NEL. So yes, you can get a card from today's set as part of that SL pack. 56,000 points, which is about, Rich's age, minus the 3 zeros. I hope I'm under on that one, Rich. I'm sorry if I'm over. Some of us in chat are closer to 56 probably than Rich. Rich is probably in his youthful 40s. 48 hours. These packs are going to be available, so you'll be able to pick them up for a couple days on the card shop there. 56,000 points. Oops, they're here. Oops. Franchise time machine. I need to go back 10 minutes. Hurry. Get the car revved up to 88 miles per hour. Did I say 56? I'm in 46. I'm off by a few years. So there you go. Gold card. Let us know if you open up one of these packs, what cards you get. September standouts, Immortal, 2000s Week, and NEL Season number 3. Buy one, buy two, heck, buy 3. You never know what you're going to get. Remember, it's a minimum gold. Doesn't mean you're going to get a gold. You might get a diamond or you might get a perfect card as well. And that is always posted on the OOTP site as well. Let's take a quick peek. If it's up there, that shows you all the odds. My odds that I'm going to get a reprimand letter from Rich Grisham, 93%. Go this one right here. So in the on the OOTP forums, if you go to the perfect team section and click on the SL pack, we use code here, SL. I'll put it in the forum. You might want to bookmark that page because every time they come out with one of these packs on this page, Rich Grisham drops the odds. Do we have today's yet? 24th of July. I'm way off here. Nope, it's not up yet. It'll be up soon. We will have the odds coming out very, very soon of what you might expect in those packs. In the meantime, don't forget, this is the main way that OOTP communicates, this in Discord. And if you go to the main site here, this is kind of where you can access everything OOTP. So this is ootpdevelopments.com. There it is in the chat there. Please add that to my reprimand letter. Oh, that lap showed the main site. Here you can connect with Discord. You connect to the forums. You can check out Franchise Hockey Manager 11 and all the other cool stuff. And then if you click on the forums and you have any questions, there you go. You just pick the right topic that you want to talk about. Like I said, this forum has been going for years and years and years and years. Before Discord was even a thought, this was going. So go check that out, ootpdevelopments.com. And we will keep an eye on the Perfect Team SL packs. Oh, did it just go up? Don't tease me. We're in July. There's August. There we go. Magical. It has appeared. So these are the odds for pulling a perfect card. We got some hundreds in there. We got a few 102s as well. You got almost 1%. So 1, 2, 15 perfect cards, just under 15% odds of getting one. I'd say that's pretty good compared to some packs that we get. So 15%. So buy 100 and walk away with, on average, 14.98. I know my math's terrible. Gold cards. These are the gold cards you can get as well, including the Jeff. I can't see the full name. Including Jeff, Ray. You can get Ray today too. You can get Joe. Joe, Jeff, and Ray are available as a gold card today. I don't think there were any diamond cards today. No. BREF 7 had diamonds. And then you can get Harry. I think we got a couple Harrys. We got a Fred. Snodgrass. I know that one. Who else from today's set? I think that's it. Because there were so many cards, Clubhouse Shop cards that were perfect. I can't keep them straight. Are they Clubhouse? Are they the TWIPT set? Are they treasure sets? I don't know. There's just so many cards recently, which is awesome. There you go. 56,000. Get it now on the card shop or very soon. Rich, you don't look a day over 44. You look really good for someone that's 44, Rich. Really good. Now, please start taking my calls again. Please. I hate talking to the operator all the time. All right, here we go. Let's go back into the 5L where our content creator is looking to sweep the Sheboygan pub enthusiasts off the map. No, Spore would never brag if he wins, right? He's very calm, cool, and collected in his victories. He would never dance around, jump up and down if he won a 5L. Never. Unlike me, who would put on music and go, woohoo, woo, woo. All right, as soon as we check this out, we're going to draw the early bird draw. It is the bottom of the hour. I said I would make the draw at 5:30 Eastern. So we will do that in a couple minutes. Last chance to enter, enter, exclamation ticket. We've got a follow by Puny. No, just wait. Am I pronouncing that right? Pweneni. P-Weneni. Wenny. I'm trying to make sense of what you were going for when you came up with that username. P-Weenie. P-Weenie? No, I don't think it would be that. Thank you for the follow. PW. Can I call you PW? Welcome to the Dog Pound.
Crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. No, you ain't ever caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine.
Welcome to the Dog Pound. When you get a chance, when your Twitch allows you to post a chat message, it'll say first time chatter. Just let me know when it does that, because I'll put it up here on the screen just like I did with Will Nick. And then you can show your great grandkids your first chat on a lap stream. Priceless. Spore is 1 win away from taking today's 5L. They were up 4-0. Now, always dangerous when you're up 4-0. You never know what could happen. They win game 4 by a 7-3 score. And then Sheboygan wins game 5. 2-0. Good bingo score here. 2-0. 10 hits apiece. Ray Caldwell comes in for the victory. Charlie Case takes the loss. Caldwell is your player of the game. There's no DH here, so Caldwell bats. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI. He's got 10 RBIs in the tournament so far as a pitcher. Ray Caldwell still has some game. And game number 6 has just simmed. And I did not get I'm going to wait for a minute because if it's over, I'll get a message saying the 5L tournament is done. You lost. You don't win anything, but go ahead and go check the results if you want to. I might get that on my OOTP Go notifications. You were eliminated from, no, the bronze. Oh, thank you. Is that what I pay $9.99 for? To get those negative messages all the time? What's the other one? You were eliminated from the bronze quick. Oh, Jesus. Refund. That's how I start there. There we go. You did well in the Laptop Pound Daily Lower Level Leisure Lounge. You've just been awarded 10 Clubhouse Shop points. And with that, we know for sure that Sporer has won today's 5L. Chat, please be polite and don't litter. Give Sporer some love. Mr. Grisham, next time you have a staff meeting, please, in front of everyone, congratulate Sporer on behalf of my little community. Please congratulate him. Make him put on a crown or something like that on stream, on your Zoom streams or whatever you guys do there. Call him out in a good way. Because Sporer did what is very tough to do. Winning 5Ls is not easy. As many of us know, Dennis Martinez with the final game victory, 9-3 are tiebreakers. Let's go add up the runs. In the final game, it was 4-1. So the tiebreaker is 5. Tiebreaker number 2 is total runs. Make me add now. 12. Double check my math, folks. 12 and 11 is 23. And 8 is 31. And 10 is 41. Plus 2 is 43. Plus 5 is 48. So if we need to go to that tiebreaker, here we go. It is 48. Since I'm here, I got to check who didn't draft today, because I got to make sure I take them off the Excel sheet. Any sweeps today? The Chargers swept the Rebels, so the Chargers played a Gym Unknown team. The Wookiees did not. Wow, only 2 sweeps in the first round. This is how competitive this tournament is. It is one of the most competitive tournaments in the game. Tulsa Doom is okay. So we have just one team that didn't draft today. 63 out of 64 drafters. Amazing. Thank you, guys. Juan Segura was your player of the round for Spore. All right, let's do the early bird draw here. Now, I hope it works because Stream Elements changed their page around a little bit. It shows 31 entries in 18 hours and 28 minutes. See how much time I give you guys to enter these? I think Stream Elements is drunk. 18 hours and 28 minutes. Okay, well, that's plenty of time. Plenty of time to let you enter. If you're not entered now, you should have entered 14 hours ago. Serpent. Looks like it's the last entrant here. All right, closing off in 5, 4, 3. We're closing now. All right, 34 entrants. We'll give you about 10 minutes to declare that you're here, and if you don't, then we draw another name. Congratulations go out to our early bird winner. Wizzy, Wizzy, Wizzy. Way to go, Wizzy. Let's make it official. Let us know that you're still in the chat, Wizzy, because you got to be here to win. And we'll be back in just a few minutes after we go and refill our beverages. Be back in a couple.
What do you say, boys? Tim's run? Let's go. What a year. Boy, it sucked. We could use a pick-me-up. Let's go. Friggin' rice, let's go. Ooh, heck yeah, bud. And I think I know just the spot where the coffee's always fresh and hot. And the donuts? Oh, don't get me started on those donuts. Life's alright in a red and a white up north, if you know what I mean. If I need a brew or just something to do, well, bud, you know where I'll be. Let's go. I'm headed on a Tim's run. Let me know what you want. I can pick it all up. Oh, heck yeah, bud. Grab me an ice cap. Double doubles and some donuts. Tell me if you want some. I'm headed on a Tim's run. Hey, you better grab me a honey cruller, too. I'm headed on a Tim's run. Let me know what you want. I can pick it all up. Ooh, heck yeah, bud. Double doubles and some donuts. Tell me if you want some. I'm headed on a Tim's run. Alright, let me tell you what I'll have. Double chocolate, honey dip, 25-pack of Timbits and a breakfast biscuit. Actually, you know, make it 2 biscuits. Ice cap with chocolate melt, a Boston cream and a bagel belt. And I can't forget 4 double doubles for the folks back home. Life's alright in the red and the white of north, if you know what I mean. Greatest country in the world, boys. If I need a brew or just something to do, well, bud, you know where I'll be. Let's go. I'm headed on a Tim's run. Let me know what you want. I can pick it all up. How about an everything bagel, actually? Double doubles and some donuts. Tell me if you want some. I'm headed on a Tim's run. And, you know, there's a couple more things. Hey, I'll have a honey cruller, apple fritter, vanilla dip, with extra sprinkles, a couple of those sour cream glazed, and don't forget, old-fashioned plain, peach drink with a farmer's wrap, and hockey cards, a couple packs, and whatever the guy behind me will have. It's on me. And whatever you guys will have, just drop a comment with your order and I'll make sure to pick it up for you. Don't worry, it's on me.
All right, we have our winner. It is Wizzy. As long as Wizzy is in the house, please let us know if you are here, Wizzy. Check back with you, give you about 10 minutes. Let's go find out who our winner was for the 5L predictions. By the way, Devil Dog, you have never won a giveaway? Is this true? Have you never won a giveaway after 2 years? Because I know you've been following me for a long time. Never? Well, you have now, Devil Dog. I'm going to award you 5 packs because I can give the packs from my streams to whoever I want, and you deserve them. You are going to get 5 packs. Let me know what your perfect team username is. Every once in a while, I like to give these surprise giveaways. Maybe you help someone in chat. Maybe you're just funny. Maybe you have a comment like this. You weren't begging for packs. You were just saying, man, I've never won in 2 years. Well, we got to end that streak. You have now won some packs. So you can never use that line again. No, you don't get to use that line. Username is Wizzy. No, I don't think his username is Wizzy. Seriously, though, Devil Dog. Seriously, let me know. Mr_Devil_Dog. Sometimes you got to give each dog their day. The spot packs are now in the shop. If you guys want to pick one of those up, you can get those for 56,000 points. Guaranteed at least a gold card. And let's see who wins. Who wins? Who is our best predictor? Did anyone predict that Spore would win in 6 games? We had 11 people pick Spore, and we had 4 people pick 6 games. So I'm sure there was at least one of the 4 that went with Spore. Hopefully it wasn't Spore. Not allowed to win his own contest. All right, the winner, Detroit Lions. How many games will it go? It'll go 6. There it is. There was one person that predicted it. One individual. Who was it? No tiebreaker needed. Back from vacation after winning the 5L a couple days ago. Vacation is over. Castanar is back to work, and Castanar is the winner of Guess the 5L Champion. Castanar, is that your perfect team username? Is it Castanar? Is that where the packs go to? Tiger GDK. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I didn't think it was, I just couldn't remember what it was. Tiger GDK. Okay. Yeah, it went 6 games. Chalupa won 1 game. Where were you on the tiebreaker? 4? You would have won that because there were 5 runs in the final game. So it's closest without going over. And then 31. It was 48. So who else predicted Spore here? You were the only one that predicted 6 games. A lot of people predicted 7. And then the tiebreaker would have been 5. So if it went 1 more game, it would have been between Brando and Kirkeby. And then 39 compared to 68. It would have went to Brando if we went 1 more game. So there you go. We have winners all around. Wizzy, are you here? Wizzy TG, are you here? 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Let me tag Wizzy. There we go. Hopefully he'll be around. I hate not giving to people the packs when they were here for a good part of the show, but I got to live by the rules that I state here. I did say I was going to draw at the bottom of the hour, so we'll give Wizzy another 5 minutes. Okay, I think I wanted to show that. So very quickly, one more time, it's been less than a week. We can't forget that less than a week ago, we had the World Championship perfect team coverage, and the Madison Mohicans were the ultimate champion. They will get a 1-of-1 card. I don't know if the card has been announced yet. I believe our second place winner, who also gets a 1-of-1 personal card, Red Historian, the Millbrook Dam Busters. I believe they did announce the name on that one. Third place, the Springboks get the Snuffy S card. And fourth place, did I catch it right that the Straw Hats turned down the perfect Eckersley to get a gold Eckersley? I didn't quite catch all of that. Can you confirm or deny that? Because that's amazing. Like OOTP, I don't want the perfect Eckersley. Can I instead have the gold Eckersley? We can confirm. Okay. Well, that is amazing. You don't see that very often where someone wants a lower level, but I can see it. You know, I might heavily consider a bronze meta. And I just saw the gold Eckersley very, very quickly, and it looked pretty good. I don't know if Spore put it as part of the PowerPoint here. Is it in the PowerPoint? This is 68 cards in the PowerPoint, Spore. Is it here somewhere? I don't want to show it if it's not here. Sad request was granted. Yeah. So congratulations to MJ Thibault, to the Millbrook Dam Busters, to the Springboks, and to the Straw Hats. And for everyone that even qualified, just by qualifying, you are a winner. Not only did you get at least one or two cards, I believe, but this is a tough competition. This is not easy to make. You have to be good at Perfect Team Live. You have to be good in tournaments. You have to be good in drafts. You have to be good in league play. You have to be very well-rounded. And I can't think of a better well-rounded manager than MJT Bo. This guy is just good at everything that he plays in this game. Don't forget, this weekend is PTCS number 6. That'll be streamed by many of the affiliates on Saturday. Okay, thanks, Spore. I will show that in a bit. So Saturday, there will be, I think, 10 different streamers, each with special drops. That's right, special drops. And then currently we're underway streaming the PTCS number 7, or we're playing PTCS number 7. Don't forget, if you qualify in the top 20 every week, you get some Clubhouse Shop stars. You can pick yourself up a Ty Cobb a little easier if you finish in the top 20. And then for the entire period, which is about 4, 5, 6 weeks long, you get top 50 qualifiers that get Clubhouse stars. We will be playing at Shea Stadium on the weekend. That's right, 1986-7 Shea Stadium, which is in the game. I think all you have to do is make it to high silver, and you have that ballpark available for your Perfect League. So you can check that out. If you want to play some Perfect League in Shea Stadium, you need to make it to high silver. 1986 run environments. Yes, it is the 1986 run environment. You can see the modifiers here at the bottom for what that will look like. Pitchers Park, pretty close to neutral. And for all the traditional tournaments, you only get to use NEL cards, Rookie Sensations, and All-Stars, historical All-Stars. You do not get to use live cards. For the variants, Bronze Iron will have 10 maximum, Silver Gold 13, and Diamond Open, no limit. You can use as many variants as you want. In the weekly, same thing, as many variants as you want, but there is a cap of 2244. And I believe Cub fan Steve told me last stream that it works out to about 86 average in terms of the card that you can have on your team. So you can have 26 players that are 86 overall, or higher cards and less golds. Gold floor, 100 ceiling. Perfect drafts. The daily is going to be all gold cards. Every round you'll have gold card choices. I don't know if it's live included. I don't know if OOTP Developments is still here. Does that include live, or is it only historical cards? And same with Perfect Draft Weekly, all diamond cards. And DH is on for both of those. For all the traditionals, DH is off. Again, special Saturday PTCS coverage. There'll be anywhere between 8 and 12 affiliates streaming at some point during the day. Each streamer will have 4 packs. Watch them for an hour, get all 4 packs, and then either continue watching them or hop over to someone else. So that's 40 packs that you can get just by watching an hour from each of the streamers. Plus, the affiliates that are not streaming PTCS will have the normal affiliate drops. And then when DishNet comes on for the finals, you'll get the 5 packs from DishNet. So that's 50 packs that you can get if you manage your time properly. A nerd says 5 packs, you sweep me in round 2. Oh, I get to play the nerd, huh? I'm playing you in the Bronze Bounty today. Nice. Don't think I've ever played you before. So yeah, check out the PTCS coverage coming this weekend. I did want to show, because again, there are a lot of new players, and Nerd is one of them. And I don't know if Nerd is aware. Probably. Nerd's pretty perceptive. Nerd watches a lot of streams. But if you go to the baseball reference site, you can compare the different years and get an idea of how the gameplay may be for that tournament in Out of the Park Baseball. So you can pick the different years on the baseball reference site. There's the website right there. You just click on the year, and then it'll show you those. It'll filter them out from all the other years there. So I've got the 5L 1908, because a lot of us play that. I've got the 6L 1996. I've got modern era, which is considered 2010. And then I've got the PTCS year, 1986. Just so you can kind of see the difference in how the game shaped up back then. Runs, very close to modern era. Hits, very close to modern era. We had about the same amount of triples, a few less doubles back in 1986 compared to modern era. So doubles are a little down. Home runs are, again, almost identical. RBIs, pretty much the same. There were more stolen bases, but there were also more caught stealing. Walks, little bit higher in 1986. Strikeouts are down, so avoid K, maybe a little less significant. Batting average is almost identical. Same with OBP. Little lower slugging percentage. And the last one here, about 1.5 more balls in play. So this is pretty close to what you would find in the 2010, the modern environment, which we see in Perfect League most weeks. If it's not a theme week, it's typically the 2010 year. So the PTCS should play out very close to modern era with a few less strikeouts, a few more balls in play. And with more balls in play, to me, that indicates defense is more important. If there's more balls in play, the defenders are busier. And it is a defensive era, 1986. So in terms of cards that you're looking for, defense I would prioritize, especially shortstop, center field. High priority on defense for those two positions. And otherwise, play it like you would modern era. Power is, there's still power, 0.91 home runs. So there are going to be home runs. Triples, doubles, few less doubles, a few more triples. So yeah, maybe your really good base stealers crank their sliders up a little bit. Remember, there are more caught stealing as well. So your bad base runners, don't let them steal if you can. But your really good ones, like a Tim Raines, yeah, fire them up a little bit. Let them steal a little bit. So very close to modern era. So yeah, I'm going defense, and then the typical shapes I would look for the modern era. I think defense is going to be key. Don't commit those errors. All right. I think we've got all that done. Well, again, there were a lot of cards that came out over the last couple of days. I'm not going to go through every single one in detail, but because I play the 5L and 6L every single day for the last 7 months, pretty much, I think I know the shapes pretty good for both those tournaments. Remember, both those tournaments are iron, bronze heavy with the odd silver and the odd perfect card. So very quickly, this John Axford, you know, he's a 42. What do you expect? Are you going to use him anywhere? Yeah, absolutely, Spore. That would be amazing if you could do that. I mean, maybe going forward, Spore, this one I can just go over the diamonds and golds, like just go buy them. Because there are a few silvers that are going to be important too. But thanks for offering that. Be very helpful in the future. This guy against the lefties, I could see like a long relief, low leverage 6L player. If you had to get another pitcher on your team in the iron round, but I'm not using him in the 5L. No, he's the opposite of what I'm looking at. So low leverage specialist against the lefties in the 6L, possibly. Harry. 5L for sure. He is going to be a 5L choice. Again, very much like the Kitty profile, where he's got no power and a little bit of eye, a good avoid K, good BABIP. Yeah, this is a card I could see as a third baseman. Yeah, no spleen, you got it. Testing out the new players here. 5L utility guy at third base. And maybe turn his speed up a little bit on his stealing slider. He's a little bit above average in terms of his running ability. And third baseman, he's got an arm of 72, so I think he'd do fine there. No Wizzy yet, nope. We'll give it the 2-minute warning. Wizzy. See if Wizzy's still showing in chat. I want to give a little bit of extra time because if people are traveling home from work, I don't want them to miss out. What does a 5L mean? It's just the code that we use for one of the tournaments, one of the daily tournaments. So no spleen. If you haven't entered the perfect drafts yet, I'm sure you have. But as you're going through your different choices, there is this one right here. Laptop Pound Daily Lower Level Leisure Lounge. So if you take the acronym, it's pretty much 5 L's. So we call it the 5L. Fires off every morning at 10 a.m. Mountain. It's set in 1908, which is the dead ball era, and it's on rotating dead ball parks. So every park you're going to get is a dead ball park. So when we talk about cards for the 5L, we're talking for the dead ball shape, cards that are really good shapes for this tournament. If we talk about the 6L, it's the exact same, but there's a late in the title. So it's a Laptop Pound Daily Late. So an extra L makes it the 6L. That one takes place every evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's set in 1996, which is the Power era. So you're looking for almost an entirely different card shape. A lot of the cards you use in the 5L, not suitable for the 6L, and vice versa. And same with the pitchers as well. Little bit of a different shape for both of them. So many of us that have played the 5L since March just instinctively can look at new cards now and go, yep, really good for the 5L. Yep, really good for the 6L. And as a new player, that's what you want to become really good at. Is I would specialize in 1 or 2 tournaments, get to know the cards really well for that specific tournament, and then branch out from there. I don't branch out. I'm 5L, 6L. I'm just love those tournaments. So Wolverton is a 5L player because of the shape. No spleen in dead ball. You want BABIP, avoid K, gap power, and speed. I mean, it's nice to have eye. It's nice, but I don't prioritize it. This is the shape I look for. This is the card shape I look for in a dead ball player. Now, other people will say, no, Lap, you need more eye. There are people out there that will prioritize eye. I don't, and I just point to Kitty, who does extremely well in many 5Ls, and he doesn't have a lot of eye. But you want speed, you want gap power, you want BABIP. Avoid K is good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Can be priority if the BABIP can be lower priority if the BABIP rules. Yeah. If BABIP was low, I'd want it to be made up in I for sure. Like, I don't want just a guy that's all avoid K and gap power. No. Like, give me either extreme BABIP or extreme I. Next, Bob Carpenter. Bob Carpenter is a 46. This is a 5L pitcher because you don't have to worry about home run suppression as much. I never want to say you don't have to worry about it because there are still some home runs. Every tournament, there's an average of 3 home runs as the leading guy on the stats. Sometimes someone gets to 4 home runs, but this is a 5L. 5L, you want pitcher BABIP and control, pitcher BABIP control, pitcher BABIP control. Those are the top 2 you're looking for in your pitchers. That's what I look for anyway. Stuff doesn't hurt for the strikeouts, but I like pitcher BABIP control. So a Hank Wise would be really good. A Bob Tewksbury would be really good. That's why Dennis Martinez does extremely well, because he's low stuff, but he's high pitcher BABIP and high control. So yeah, this is a 5L pitcher. Now, would I start him? It depends. It depends who else I got. There's so many good pitchers that it's tough to get an iron starter in there. I saw Sporer one day had an iron as his number 3 starter. It's not impossible. And this guy, I would trust as a starter. Not as good against the lefties, but I would trust him if I had to. But usually by this time, I've got 3 really good bronze starters. That's right, no spleen. Not that you don't have to worry about it, because there are still going to be home runs, but it's just less priority. Once you get up to, 1919, 1920, like Sporer mentioned on TWIPT today, there are certain years where there are a lot of home runs. I mean, look at, in the 1920s, you had Babe Ruth. Are you telling me Babe Ruth didn't hit home runs? He did. But before 1919, it's pretty safe in terms of low home runs. Yeah, great stat there, Devil Dog. And again, no spleen. That page I showed you on Baseball Reference, like if you go down to the dead ball era, which is kind of 1901 to 1919, and you look at the home runs here on the far right-hand side. Actually, let me go up to, let me cancel that. So if you go down to the dead ball era and look in the home run category, look at this. Look at from 1919 downward. Which column is it now? This one here, the third last one, right here. 0.13, 0.12, 0.20, 0.19. Like, not a lot of home runs. But as you work your way up into the 1920s, that number goes up. We get to 1940, it was 0.6. There were still some off years for home runs. And then you get to 1950, it's 0.84, 0.90 in 1955. And we have our first 1 point something in 1987. So again, dead ball, when we look at these numbers in dead ball for home runs, it's really low. So we don't worry as much about home runs in that era. So again, really helpful site there that helps you kind of zone in on the different eras. Mr. Torres is a high iron, and he'd be, okay in the modern era. He'd be okay in the 6L, where you do see a lot of home runs. So for an iron guy, it's pretty good home run suppression. He's got a little bit of stuff. Going to walk a few guys. So again, if I was to draft him in the 6L, it would be a low leverage kind of situation. But I'd be okay with him. You know, if I needed another pitcher in the 6L, I'd have no problem taking him. Yeah, a lot of errors. A lot of errors. 88% fewer home runs, 48% fewer strikeouts, and 175% more errors. So that's why I don't care about defense, because there's tons of errors. Even some of the best defensive cards are going to commit errors. I saw that one time in the 5L where I forget who it was, like a Jack Wilson had like 3 errors in one game. It's like, you're not supposed to have errors, Jack Wilson. So I don't really care about defense as much. Not saying I ignore it completely. If I have the choice between 2 similar cards, I'll take the one with better defense, but it's not a priority for me. Not sure if you saw this earlier because I've been in and out, but we gave you some love, Spore. We showed you 1 in 6 games. Yeah, we showed the tournament at the end there. You took out Chalupa Pants. And we also talked about how you had such an amazing run because every series up till the finals was 7 games. You had one series that went 6 games. All the rest went the distance. So you needed those 10 points, Spore, because you were out of the top 32. That pushes you back into the middle of the pack for qualifying. You stunk up the joint after the first 2 days. You went semifinals, nothing for 3 weeks. So very timely. Bill Bailey, 6L. I'm not starting him. No way I'm starting him. Bill Bailey, I would put him as a long, if this was a 6L, I would put him as a long relief, avoid high leverage mop up. That's all I'm using him for. I'm not going to start him. I could maybe put him at middle relief, maybe middle relief. Yeah, maybe middle relief. But again, in the 6L, you're playing against perfect cards. And if someone drafts a Hank Aaron, if someone drafts a Babe Ruth, he's going to help against that Babe Ruth getting a home run. So he does have a lot of use in the 6L, but he walks a lot. I'm not going to start him just because of the walks. So yeah, I think I would put him in my 6L bullpen, middle relief with a secondary role of long relief. Yeah, I'm not going to put on avoid high leverage because I think he'd be okay. He doesn't scare me too much. Cassinar says, I helped someone win a bingo Tuesday, and then you won the 5L. Spore helped you win the 5 packs today, and he wins the 5L. Oh. So someone needs to, Spore needs to help someone now, and then they'll win something. Just, Spore, can you handle that? There you go. Bailey again, 6L, but I would put him in middle relief in the bullpen. I don't trust him to start. But prove me wrong. Someone start him in the 6L. Again, in the 6L, you need 5 starters. Most of the time, it's going to be bronze guys. Maybe if your perfect card is Adonis, or your perfect card is a Halladay, or your perfect card is Rick Sutcliffe, whoever you might draft as a pitcher. But he just too many walks for me to start. Greg Vaughn, 6L and only 6L. No 5L for this guy. Nope. Don't touch him in the 5L. 6L, unless you want him to be that one guy that gets you the 3 home runs in the tournament. Because there are people that will draft the Joey Gallo or the Jose Canseco. There are people that will draft those guys. But he just got no BABIP. And his avoid K sucks. So 6L, I'd start him against the righties. He also in other tournaments, in a quick tournament, Serpent, I think you would agree he would make an awesome DH because he's not going to take the penalty, the DH penalty. This is the perfect profile for a DHer. I mean, you could trust him in left field, but throw him at DH if it's available. Stealing ability, he can steal bases. He's a smart base runner. So I don't mind keeping his slider halfway, maybe a tick below half. Let him attempt the odd steal. Alex A. He's platooning against the righties. But does he stand out enough to draft him in the 5L or 6L? Tough one. Now it is a low bronze. Low bronze rounds are rounds number 5 to 9, I believe. So you do have a good chunk of your lineup made by the time he might come up. Yeah, I think I'd be okay taking him. The problem is there's no DH, and he's not a great catcher. So I don't know. This is the toughest one so far. What do you guys think? Would you take him in the 5L or 6L with that defense in a no DH tournament? Tough. I'm looking for Johnny Bench. I'm looking for Salt. I'm looking for what's his name? Silver? No. Flint. I'm looking for Flint. I'm looking for Muddy Ruel. I'm looking for Todd Hundley in 6L. Johima, yeah, Johima as well. So Mike McFarland, like there's a lot of Steinbeck even in the 6L. There's a lot of good catchers out there with better defense. I just don't think I'd take them. A-Dub, I can see your point for the 5L a little bit with the eye and the BABIP, but the defense though, kind of scares me. So this is a card that if I get to low bronze and I don't have a catcher yet, I'd probably take him. If I already have at least one catcher by round 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm probably not going to take him. Josh DeVore, bronze. For sure, I'm taking him a 5L. Yeah, only 5L. I don't think I'm taking him in the 6L. Void K and Power's too weak for the 6L. For sure, I'm taking him in the 5L. I'm putting him either in left field or right field. Probably right field. Cranking up his stealing slider. I'm probably going to crank it up all the way. I'm going to put his stealing and his base running up all the way to the right. And I'm probably going to put him either as my number 1 hitter, unless I have Coco Crisp, or as my number 9 hitter. I'm either going to put him number 1, 2, or 9, I think. Just to try and take advantage of some speed on the base paths. But that avoid K against the lefties, I think I'm platooning them. I don't know. Maybe both ways. Yeah, I think both ways. But for sure against the righties. I think this is a great 5L card. This is the best 5L card we've seen today so far. I like it. I mean, always miss it. Give him a little more gap power against the righties, and it's a stud. No purple against the righties, though. So he's not an extreme profile, but still really good. And yeah, as Serpent says, for all the new players out there, one of your biggest clues is the year on the card. This is 1911. And the 5L is 1908. When I saw this card, I forget if I messaged Spore or I think it was in one of the Discord forums. I said, Randy Wolf now is one of the top silver pitching contenders for 5L. And there's a few good ones. There's Bird, there's Tewksbury, there's a few really solid silver pitchers that you could take for 5L, but this is in the conversation. I'd rather have Cristobal. Cristobal might be my number one guy I would take in silver right now, just because he's such a good two-way player. His silver card is compared to his perfect card. Cristobal might be my number one silver look right now. If he's there, I'm taking him. I don't care who else is there. But Wolf is in the conversation. Absolutely in the conversation. If anyone has the 5L open today, can you check if anyone had Wolf on their team and how he did? Because he would have been in, if you drafted yesterday, he should have been in the card pool if you drafted in the evening or if you drafted this morning. I'm curious if anyone took Roger Wolf. Yeah, really like this card in the 5L. I mean, even in the 6L, right? Even in the 6L. Well, 6L you can't because there's no silvers, so not yet anyway. Not going to worry about the gold. Cal McVeigh, I think in 6L, you got to consider him every single time. I mean, play him wherever you want and let him pitch. He might only go 6 innings with that stamina. I always would look for Terry. Terry would always be my number one choice, but I think Brown is another top option, and now McVeigh has to be up there. Although every once in a while, like for tonight's 6L, I didn't have Terry or Brown or McVeigh, but Babe Ruth was there. And you know what? Every once in a while, I still take Babe Ruth just because it's the power era. So yeah, winner right there for 6L. In terms of the PTCS rewards, I've gone through these before. So again, Dave Roberts, 5L. I would trust him in the 5L. I would even trust him as a starter in the 5L. I know pitcher BABIP's a little low, but I would trust him as a starter. Puig, top-notch card, stud card, 6L card. Heck, 5L if you want to draft him in the 5L and hope he hits your 3 home runs for you. Excellent BABIP, speed, defense, 5L, 6L, 7L for Ezra, 12L, whatever you want. Draft Puig. I think Puig is going to be a Waggy winner many times over the course of the next month or so. Just got the checkered bronze. Nice. Oh, then we got the great card art. I haven't seen the new pictures yet. I knew they were coming. Jimmy, sorry, Jimmy. You're not going to be a 5L pick for me. Just too many better silver options. Now, if we could take silver in the 6L, yeah, all the time. But unfortunately, we cannot. Ozzie Smith, we cannot take. Horner, Barfield, what a uniform. Wow. This might be my favorite real life expo pitcher card. Just with the ball cap, with the powder blue. Speaking of blue, Vida. And then the Wade Boggs. So are you taking this in the 6L? I think so. Hard to say, though, because 6L is all about power. And there's a lot of really good power guys. It'd be tough. I'd have to see who my other options are. He's not automatic for sure. The wood border card. Yeah, the card too. Yeah, the card art. Gotta like those expos. Clubhouse cards, quickly go through those. Joe Cassidy, if you take him, you probably take him in the 5L. You're letting him run a little bit. Utility guy. Yeah, he's absolutely really good utility and a great cap card. If you play cap tournaments, especially early era, if there's ever a dead ball cap tournament, he's a must. Absolute must. Again, Kitty light, because Kitty is better against the lefties than he is the righties. And this is about the same differential that Kitty has with the lefties and righties. Poor eye, poor power, little bit of speed for Kitty. Kitty only plays first base. But this is a Kitty carbon copy at iron. If Kitty was a 40, he'd probably look like this. You know, Ezra, this one. That was a request, right? That was a request. Kitten question mark sounds like a request, though. You're welcome, Ezra. Next up, Matt Olson, 6L, iron. Yep. I'm taking him, 6L. Utility guy, first base, right field. His arm's good enough for me at right field. Yep, utility guy, 6L, take him. Again, perfect DH profile. If you play in DH leagues or DH tournaments, put him at DH. Billy M, low bronze tournament. He would play 5L. Because of the speed, yeah, I would probably take him. Play him center field. Now, a lot of people take Santangelo or Carlos Beltran and they put him out in center field, but this guy might be the best defensive center fielder in bronze now, or very close to it. Yeah, I think this is a must take in the 5L against the righties. Just to get that speed and defense, you give up a little bit of the bat, which I'm okay with. Yeah, I really like this card. And the catcher too. Yeah, that framing for a 5L, not as important to me to have that catcher ability. Yeah, it's sneaky. This is, I think it's a must draft. Where you put him is up to you, but I think it's a must draft against the righties. Just make sure the AI doesn't put him in against the lefties because probably not going to do well. This is the first really cool, unique card I've seen from all the cards we've looked at. This is a cool one. It's different. McGee, 5L, speed. Here's one of the cards I probably would crank down his stealing. I'd turn up his base running a little bit, but I'd turn down his stealing because I interpret this as not a smart stealer. He's okay at 82, but I'm not going to let him Tim Raines it. 5L, where am I playing him? Left field. Yeah, against the righties, against the lefties. Power really doesn't matter. I'm just going to pretend that right-handed power is not there. Yeah, sure. I think he'll do fine. Jerry McGee, 5L. You want to take him in the 6L? Go for it. Going to get home runs against the righties. Oh, it was supposed to be Shyland? Lefty Davis. Do I take lefty? I don't know. He's kind of weak in a couple areas for the 5L, and he's kind of weak in a couple areas for the 6L. He's an in-betweener. What do you guys think about Lefty? A-Dub, are you still around? You play a lot of the 5L, 6L. Ezra, what do you think? If you see him pop up, are you taking him for sure? I don't know about that. 5L, he's weak against the avoid Ks and gap power. 6L, he's weak against the power one side of the plate. You'd use him? Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean with Ezra a little bit more. I just think they're better outfielders and more complete players. I agree. The gap power keeps it back for me. I want my doubles and triples. With that speed, though, he is going to get a few doubles. That's a tough one. This is the toughest card so far for me to place. We got a 70 silver. He is 5L eligible. Because we only get one card in silver so far. I'm looking for other things. Not really a must for me. Even if he had a bat, he'd be more in the conversation. But yeah, I'm not wasting my silver on him. Not that he's bad, but there's just better options. John Jaso, he is not my silver choice, I don't think. Although he's very good against the right-handed pitchers. But if I'm going to take a silver, I want him to play both ways of the plate or to pitch. And so he's only going to be effective against the righties. So I don't think I'm taking John Jaso. Although I might crank up his stealing a little bit. He's a smart base runner. Maybe not crank it up, but I'm not going to go all the way to the left. Andre is a silver. He is a 5L eligible. And he's good. I don't think he's top 10 players I'm looking for, but he's close in the 5L. Again, if he had a little more speed, he'd be a top 10 choice, I think. But again, for me, he's probably somewhere between 10 and 20. Defense is good in right field. Desmond, not. I said I'd want a player that plays both sides of the plates, and Desmond can. And he's got good defense, and he's versatile, and he's got some speed and ability to steal. Oh, there's just a couple players better. If I get a bad silver round and he's there, for sure I'm going to take him. I think like number 8 to 12 in terms of my silver choices. He's good. I swept you, nerd. Well, sorry about that. Yeah, I know. I would use it too. The question is, are you going to use your silver choice on him? Like Spore had Segura today, and I think that's an easier choice to take him just because he's a little more extreme in the top part of the profile. I don't need that power. So he's not the more I look at it, the more I'm saying no to him. Unless it's a bad silver round. Fritz Peterson. I like this one, IDub. He's got gap power. He can hit. Might hit the odd double. It always feels like a bad silver round. Yeah. I hate when you go to the silver round and there's like 7 relief pitchers. Someone sent me a message on Discord the other day screenshotting. They had 7 relief pitchers in their silver round. So I've asked Nicolino if there's a way to ask it not to give you relief pictures. Because really, who takes a reliever in silver? McCodcar did once, and he won the tournament. But other than that, no one. Not in the 5L. Yeah, this is a really good option. I don't think it's the best pitcher in silver for 5L, but it's up there. I like it. All right, we're going to finish off the show. We'll open up a few packs after the break, so stay tuned. We got a few more cards to look at, including that really, really cool Eckersley Gold Award card that Meta Durden requested instead of getting the perfect. So we'll be back in a few minutes' time. All right. Didn't realize how late it was. We're going to end off the show here looking at a couple more cards, this time the packable cards as they relate to the 5L and 6L. Fritz, I would have no problem taking in the 5L. Really good gap power, really good speed, really good BABIP. If he was a bronze card, I would take him. So I would absolutely take him against the lefties in the 5L. Really like this Fritz card as a 5L selection. Probably would play him at, I don't know, second base, third base. I don't know where I'd play him because who cares about errors in 1908. But yeah, going to crank up his stealing and let him hit against the lefties. He might even start for me. He could, depending on my other options at the other positions, he could be a starter for me. Shane Spencer, more of a 6L player. Doesn't have the gap power, doesn't have the eye against the lefties, doesn't have the speed. So yeah, more of a 6L player. Again, your 6L shape with the power. Not that a lot of eye though, but yeah, you could try him out in the 6L. Jimmy Sheckard, Jimmy. For those that like eye in the 5L, 180. Got some speed. He's got some defense. This might be a good leadoff guy for you. Get him on base with a walk. He's going to take a lot of walks. If you're facing low control guys, those people in the 5L, we kind of know to take high control guys, but still this eye is good enough to take a bunch of walks. So yeah, he could be a 5L option there for you in the leadoff spot. Sad Sam. Yeah. I don't think I'm starting him. If I took him, I would take him in the 6L, probably put him in the bullpen because of that control. I mean, really good pitcher BABIP for 5L. There aren't as many walks back then. I'd have to test him out. I'd have to play around with this one. I might run him in one tournament. Problem is you don't have the luxury of testing cards out because you're looking for that quarterfinal or higher finish. You can't play around as much now that we're trying to qualify. So I'll let other people test him out and I'll see how he does. Sad Sam, are you a starting pitcher in the 5L? We will find out. Jeff Shaw, 6L. Yeah, 6L, 5L because of the stuff. Stronger Dennis Martinez. Bullpen guy, though, 24 stamina. Although he's got 3 pitches, you want to really gamble. Might get 5 innings out of him in the 5L, maybe. If not, he's going to be a strong guy in the bullpen for you. Yeah. Oh, it's a gold card. Forget it. Forget it. It's gold. We don't play gold. And then we have our perfect cards. And the Dennis Eckersley Spore, I think you sent me the wrong one. I think I wanted the gold one, unless this is the one. I don't know. I don't know what the official Dennis Eckersley is. I saw a little bit of talk on your stream about Dennis Eckersley. I thought maybe a gold card was made for him. I don't know. Anyway, this is what you sent me on the Discord. So maybe this is the official one. So there you go. Lots of choices today, folks. There is something for everyone. Packables, triple play cards. There are 3 limited editions, which I didn't see anyone in chat say that they opened up today. Everything you could want, including tie. Who wouldn't want that tie card? Final check-in on the bounty today. I was defeated in the first bounty by $1. And I'm currently facing Dylan after taking out, sweeping Wisdom, after sweeping Nerd. Now I'm going up against Dylan in round number 3 of the bronze bounty. So I will keep an eye on that. And I think Spore just sent me there it is. That's the one I was looking for. Okay. In case you missed it, I think this is pretty cool. I don't know what the official word is. I don't know if the 4th place finisher requested the gold card, and I don't know what's going to happen to the perfect card, if it's going to be a packable or a clubhouse shop card, I don't know. Like I said, I was just preparing for the stream and saw this card show up. But regardless, it is a really, really high-end gold card that I think A-Dub is even drooling about. Often you don't drool for relievers, but when you finish fourth in the World Championship and have the opportunity, because you're a big gold player, to get a gold prize, you try and take advantage of it. And Mr. Eckersley at 89 just goes to show you the power creep, right? Think of Dave Stieb when he came out in March. Kind of what Dave Stieb looked like, right? Some purple, little bit of blue. He was 100. Here we are in September now, and we've got an 89 gold with very similar ratings to what Dave had when he came out. Perfect will be out eventually. Okay, got it. So this card should be available, I think, in perfect drafts. I think, yeah, I would assume they're going to put all those 4 cards in the perfect drafts to let people play with them. And then they can say, hey, I beat you with your card. Otherwise, it'll be locked to the winner's account, and only the winner will get to use this in tournaments, PTCSs, and all that other kind of stuff. So way to go. That's what you get for finishing in the top 4. All right, I was going to open packs today. I'm not, because it's already getting fairly late. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the show today, and enjoy your pack ripping. Congrats again to Spore for winning today's 5L, getting the 10 points. Chalupa for getting the 5 points. And back on Saturday. That's right. I will be doing a Saturday stream. I am in the PTCS Bronze. I got a few variants I'm looking forward to using. And we'll see. We'll see how I do in that tournament there. I think that is all I wanted to show you today. Let me just look over my slides. Yep, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys. Again, if you missed the TWIPT stream, it should be replayed later tonight for those drops if you need some of those. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks to OOTP for the raid. Thank you to Rich Grisham for making me aware of the spot packs and showing those off for you. And to P. Weenie, thank you for the only follow today. Thank you, Mr. Weenie. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, give what you can, take what you need. It's a great day for baseball. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine.
Every now and then it's gotta rain. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. We're here for a good time, not a long time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day.